Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Couch Cat Podcast. I am your host Ryan, and today I'm joined by fellow Couch Cat Brandon. What's up, dude?
What's up, guys?
Glad that you could make it, man.
Of
And on this
course.
episode, we'll be having a casual chat about games we've played this week, such as Graveyard Keeper and The Room, and among other things, some exciting things that are happening during this time. But before I kick this thing off, I just want to give a quick shout out to another podcast in a local business here in Virginia, Northern Virginia. The Roll Call Room Cafe just opened. It's a sit cafe. They have some awesome in-house brews for coffee, and I just picked up their Christmas blend, Brandon, and it is good.
Mm,
It is a medium
Coffee.
roast, and it is nutty and it is slightly smoky.
Ask me what I'm drinking right now.
What are you drinking, dude?
Coffee.
Exactly. And I need to send you a bag, and I probably will. But yeah, just a quick shout out to those guys, Roll Call Room Cafe, and their podcast is the Roll Call Room Podcast. Listen to it everywhere with our podcast. But anyway, dude, there's some cool things happening right now. And yeah, we've said it before, we're mainly indie game, PC gaming, but we've all started on consoles. We have a soft spot for consoles. And it's like that buzz in the air, dude. Kind of like how like E3 used to be. And that's with like new console releases. They're out now actually, but the PS5, the new Xbox X Series.
Series X, actually.
Thank you. That's
It's
how
very
excited
important
I am.
you get it right.
I don't even know the name, but yeah, man. I don't know if I'm going to buy one anytime soon. I'm not in a rush, but it is cool to see the excitement around it. The plethora of, like review breakdowns and videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Especially the difference in the loading times, just in both consoles in general. I keep seeing like montages of like different games of like, this is what it used to be. This is what it is now. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
like
that's pretty cool.
they're using like The Witcher 2 or no,
Yeah.
excuse me, The Witcher 3 as like
Or
the main example.
Spider-Man, which is like
Or the new
major one.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, like load times, the quick switch, like on Xbox, you can go from one game to the next with like a couple seconds of loading or maybe
Yeah.
like a minute. But yeah, it's just cool. I love like the content that pushes out alongside this because even though we're not in the market yet for one because we have the PC, right? Nothing new to us, but it's really cool to see everyone pushing new stuff out and just soaking it in. I'm excited. I might actually go back to the Xbox Life just because of the pass, the Xbox Pass they got, the Game Pass.
Well, PlayStation
'Cause
has a pass too.
Yeah, but I mean, remember we tried it like for $1 for like 3 months or whatever, and I mean something you can share a library between PC
Yeah.
and Xbox. That's lit. But I'll probably get both in the future. I mean, who am I kidding, right? I'm a JRPG
Yeah.
fan.
I mean, I
PS5's gonna
have
have a
the
shit ton.
PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So
Yeah. Proof,
and now I have
you
a
know.
home theater that I gotta like hook up, So
Oh, there's no reason for you not to get both.
yeah, I mean, my thing is like if I sell my 2 PlayStation 4s and my Xbox One, I can get myself one of the new consoles. I just gotta choose which one. And so far, the PlayStation 5 has better ratings than the Xbox Series X. But
Yeah, I saw. Not to get too deep into this, we're not digesting these. We're not dissecting them.
yeah,
excuse
definitely
me,
not. Definitely not.
But both have their pros and cons, and it's cool to see. But yeah, I think PS5 is more of a bringing the new flair. Xbox is more like the stable. Everything looks the same, just better hardware.
It's a box. It's just a vertical box instead of a horizontal box.
Yeah, I'm also talking like the menus and stuff. People are like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
it's
true.
not completely new, but yeah. But anyway, so that's just something I wanted to bring up. And I know you got something. What, snow time?
Oh yeah, man! Snowboarding, skiing, all that good stuff. It's be starting soon, so I'm pretty excited about that. But my biggest thing when it comes about snow time is, when everyone thinks about snow, they think about Christmas. It's just hand to hand, always has. And my question to everyone is, when is the appropriate time to put Christmas decorations up? Is it after Halloween? Is it after Thanksgiving? Is it December 1st?
I can give
I
you the
don't
dad
know.
answer, and that's like as soon as Thanksgiving's up.
as soon as Thanksgiving's up.
Yeah, like the pumpkins and the turkey and the orange, like all that stuff goes down, and then you got the Christmas lights already up on the porch. So that's what my dad says. He's like, as soon as Thanksgiving's over, it's time.
See, my wife is like September 1st, I'm listening to Christmas music, and I was like, oh, okay, that's
What?
how that is. So my household will be definitely putting Christmas decorations up as soon as possible. I
Dude,
just
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, we can't skip Halloween or Thanksgiving. But I know Thanksgiving kind of flows into Christmas. It's like just the holiday season. So I understand that. But
It's completely seamless. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, it's a feast of feast, you know. You have a Christmas feast, you also have a Thanksgiving feast. It's just two, one after another.
Yeah. And then like for the rest of the year, you have nothing to look forward to.
Yeah. So the real question is, who are you? Which one are you? Are you an early bird? Are you a late where you do it like you buy your Christmas tree like 10 days before? Because I know we've all done it. Or unless you buy, you know, your constant fake tree, but do you put it up 10 days before? That's the real question.
What if you're like a forever? You
A
know how like, we
forever
made
Christmas
that
person.
that joke about fall, like it's a mindset. So like what if there's someone who's just like stuck in Christmas hell, but they created it for themselves and it's every day.
Or yeah, like there's some people who they'll always leave their Christmas lights up after Christmas and New Year's.
Oh yeah. hmm
That's funny.
I mean, even in the cul-de-sac where I live currently, there's still like witches' feet sticking up out of the ground by some mailboxes. So
You gotta love that.
yeah, I guess like when they finally get around to Christmas decorations, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be like almost a month later.
It is
So
most yeah, it is definitely going to be the same thing.
yeah, I have a lot to look forward to around here.
Yeah, I know. My
But
neighbor already
yeah,
started putting up Christmas lights, and at nighttime it lights up, so it's pretty cool.
that is cool. I'm a sucker for
Yeah.
lights. You know this. I've the ambience you get with it. But I mean, so let's tie it in. We were just talking about new consoles, and now we're talking about the holidays sort of deal. How
Yeah.
hard do you think it's going to be to find one now after like the first, wave of pre-orders?
Dude, I don't know. With the holiday season coming up, not just Christmas, my bad to all of those, you know, who don't celebrate it, and I understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Everyone.
Yeah, just holiday season peak. It's just like always the peak Black Friday sales. Like Black Friday is gonna be huge.
It's
Like good
even
luck
going
trying
on
to get a
now.
console. Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah,
like a
there's
Black Friday week, and
month.
then there's a pre-week.
Dude, it's like a month, man. Like I'm
Yeah.
getting emails like check out the deals now, and it's like no, it was like November 1st, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
It's
me
not even a
too.
Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. Hopefully, it's kind of like the Switch, right? Like the first wave came out and then it was gone.
Oh yeah, and then even during this whole pandemic, it's super hard to find a Switch.
Yeah,
I
but
know someone that was driving. They went out of their own town. They went to another town. Then they went to the outskirts of a city, and then they finally found a random Switch, just the last one, just sitting there on the shelf. And they're like, "Oh my god,
wow,
yeah,
that's a saga, dude.
dude, it was a whole
Um,
day adventure." Apparently,
I actually saw I think it was Target or Best Buy. It was a deal on Polygon that I browse Polygon just because it's the only like gaming site at work that's not blocked. And I think that's just because of the name. But they posted a Switch deal, and it was actually the Animal Crossing Switch, like that really rare one.
oh yeah,
And I was like, no way, like there's still units of that, and it was sold out. I was like, you know what, this is just it's gonna be PS4, 5, and the new Xbox. Everything's
yeah.
gonna be sold out.
It's gonna be sold out. There's gonna be lines. You're gonna have to like, if you pre-order it, you have to schedule a time to come pick it up because they don't want mass
Yeah,
amounts of people in one area. So I don't know. It's hectic. All I know is if I was a store that had to deal with that, oh my god, good luck.
yeah.
Good
Rest in
luck.
peace.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep. So, yeah, that's
But
pretty much.
yeah,
You want to start talking about the games we played this week?
yeah, sure. You want me to go first?
Nah, I'll go first, man. Come
Okay.
on. I'll be quick. Um, so I've mentioned it before. Um, I have the PS4, and I got games a long time ago. I like wrote about it too, like right when we first started Couch Cat. But I snagged a bunch of games on sale at GameStop when it was like buy two get two or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And one of the four games was Red Dead Redemption 2, and I finally cracked it open. I'm about 60% through. Dude, it's It is a beautiful, like it was an awesome game, but it is a slog fest. Like just when you think you feel like okay, I'm nearing the end, and you look and it's like 52% complete, and I'm like, wow,
Not
that's
even close.
not even close. But I've been playing that on the couch. My girlfriend likes watching it. It is a stunning game. And I'm not really doing all the side quests like I usually do with games, like GTA and stuff. But I am enjoying the story. I'm enjoying the mechanics. It's cool. And from there, of course, playing simple MMO. It's on the, it's browser and it's on the phone. It's hard not to play that game.
Yeah.
Always got it going on in the background. Always talking to the guildies. Trying to get more people into the Discord through that. Things are going well. Almost level 2000. Cool stuff.
Wow.
And I also picked up a game that's been on the market for a while, and I would say it's a gem. It's a little indie game gem. It's called Rise to Ruins, and it's a godlike, I guess you would call it a survivor game. And it's top down. It's got beautiful pixel graphics, and you create a colony, and you're just trying to survive. And there's this thing called the corruption that you share the map with, and it slowly starts consuming parts of the map. There's I guess, yeah, you call them monsters. Like there's zombies and things of that nature that come and attack you, slimes that turn in from your trash, wild animals, stuff like that. And obviously the corruption's like its own thing. And yeah, it's a cool game. I got it really cheap from GOG, like $3. Definitely going to be talking more about that later in another podcast, because I only have like 6 hours in, and almost all my people have died from dehydration and
Holy
starving.
crap, dude.
Yeah, I'm not good. So I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos and I'm gonna get good. But yeah, man, tell me what you've been playing.
Well, I mean, I'll save the best for last, but I'm a big proponent of the free game Valorant. It's pretty good. I've been playing that a little bit. I haven't been playing that much this week because you know how life is. You move and then, you're busy unpacking and doing all that jazz. But something that I threw on just for giggles, I don't know why, but I clicked on Civilization 6.
No
and I was
way.
like, you know what? Let me do like a quick game and see how I end up. And I played the quick game, and I mean, it was all right. I enjoyed it. I still suck. I'm getting my butt kicked by China because they popped up right next to me and was like, "Hey, we're gonna kill you," and I was like, "Okay, we're going to war." So that's practically what I'm doing. And then the last thing that I'm doing is called The Room. Me and my wife, we played that together, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you're gonna actually break that down and more in depth coming up soon, actually. So I'm excited to hear it. I've never even heard about that game.
Yeah, the Room is pretty dope. I am me and my wife were playing it on the Switch. So it's pretty dope about it is it's also it's been out for a really long time, and it's been on the PC, it's been out on mobile. But this one's on the Switch and is a little bit more involved with the Switch controllers and then how you move about. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It's a good puzzle
Was it
game,
like motion, like the tilting controls and stuff?
Yeah, so I mean, might as well just get into it. So The Room
Yeah, go ahead.
is a puzzle game here. It's more like trying to figure out. There's just like this big, huge wardrobe at first, because this is just the first one, and you kind of have to use clues that you get, read things, and then there's different parts to the wardrobe that fit together, or just riddles maybe. I don't know if there's really that much riddles, but it's mainly just figuring out like, hey, this piece, I saw a shape like that, an indent somewhere that I can put it in, or that key I can probably use someplace else. And sometimes we'll give you hints saying like, oh, you've seen where that key's gone before, and you're like, oh crap, have I? And there's like even a box inside of that that's so much more complex, and it's like it's almost like a scary feel too, which is kind of weird. But it's as fast as you can understand where everything goes, because everything is a puzzle. And then there's like hidden things where you just be like clicking and touching and rotating and spinning it all around on the box and clicking things. And when you click things, you have to like, if you want to open up a drawer, you got to click on it and then pull it out. So it's like, it feels like you're in the room almost moving around with it. I think it would be a really cool concept. It feels like virtual reality eventually, but the Switch is such a good avenue for it. But they only have the first one out, and there's a whole bunch of other rooms that are games. Like they have 2, 3 that are out there, and we're waiting for that to come out on the Switch because we want to play it on the Switch because we like to play it together. It's just
Yeah.
like a cool thing where we both be like brainstorming, like, okay, well, how do we unlock this key? Like, where's the next step to it? Like, where do I need to check? Like, is there something hidden that I didn't see? You got a different eyepiece to look in a different lens to see if you can see like a handprint or something that someone touched beforehand, so you know to check that out. I mean, it's like kind of simplistic, and it like we beat it in one night, but we absolutely enjoyed it just because of the challenge that it presented. And I'm a big sucker for puzzle games, so that's the reason why
That
we
makes
really
one of
enjoyed
us.
it. Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's cool, dude. Yeah, I definitely need to. I bought the latest Fire Emblem for the Switch because it was on sale during
yeah,
Prime Day, and that's probably going to bring me back to the Switch once I'm done with Red Dead. Um, I've missed it. It's a cool
yeah,
console.
yeah. Me too. I keep like coming back and forth. Like I'll do my PC mainly, and then sometimes I play on the PlayStation, but not that much anymore. Then I play on the Switch, but I have a lot of party games for the Switch, not something that I can like really enjoy by myself. So
Yeah,
that's been fun.
yeah. And so the puzzle game. Before moving on from it, I mean, is this an
Yeah.
expensive game or
No,
like?
no, it was on sale for like maybe like $2, something like that.
Oh
When we
wow.
bought it, there was a big deal for it, so we saw it. We're like, okay, let's do that. But I mean, it's short. It like if you really grind it out and really like get into it, you can finish it within probably a couple hours.
And that's, I mean, that's perfect for, some situations where you're not looking for, like a trilogy to burn through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you just got to wait for the new ones to come out on Switch, or the later ones like 2 and 3 to come out. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it'll come out, and then you'll just like, excuse me, blast through him. So,
Yeah, most likely we will. My wife was like, "Let me know when it comes out," and I was like, "Okay, all right, I will."
all right, cool.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was
that's
like, "Okay,
cool. Like,
cool."
and she likes to play it too, so that's
Yeah,
a bonus,
definitely.
right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
Sick, dude. Well, The Room. You heard it from Brandon himself. Check it out.
check it out. You can even get on your phone, which is weird. I don't know how that is, but try it
Oh
out.
man, is it like it was a mobile game that expanded its horizons?
Most likely, yeah, I think so. I have no idea how it started, but all I know is it's on PC, mobile, and on Switch and PlayStation. I think so. They're
And
just
that's
bringing it
fun.
more interactive with Switch, which is pretty cool.
Cool, man. Yeah, check it out, guys and gals. So, if you're done, Brandon, I'll go ahead and
Yeah. What game
dive
have you
into
been playing?
mine.
What's your main game you've been playing this week?
Yeah, I didn't mention it earlier because I'm a doofus, but I've been playing Graveyard Keeper, and strap yourself in, okay? Because it's a doozy. But the skinny is it, or the skinny on it is Graveyard Keeper. For those of you who played Stardew Valley, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a game akin to that. Instead of a farm, even though there is a farm in the game, you're a graveyard keeper, and the graphics they're not exactly pixelated. They're really great, actually, like beautifully done, but in the same zone as Stardew Valley. And the protagonist dies, like has an unfortunate accident, and then you wake up in a world that's not theirs, and you're suddenly Brandon the Graveyard Keeper. And throughout the story, you're alluded, there's been more Graveyard Keepers. It's happened to people before, and the protagonist is all caught up in trying to go back to his world.
Well, his name's Brandon.
It's not Brandon, but
Oh, man.
you can think it is. You don't actually pick the name, but
Dang.
yeah, so this game, it's been out for a couple years now. It was an early access title way back in the day, and back then it had the worst reviews. And I'll just leave it at that. The Steam comments were just disrespectful, and I guess it deserved it back then. Who am I to say?
And you still bought it, even with those reviews?
Well, that was years ago. Now it's
Okay.
different. I mean, now in the present form, it just dropped a third DLC. and people are raving about it, saying it's the best DLC ever. But yeah, so it's come a
Gotcha.
long way. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I got you.
But it's on the PC. It's all on the console. I think there's a Switch version too that never goes on sale. So have fun with that. But I got this game again through GOG. That's GOG for it was like $8 to include the 2 DLC that were out before the third one hit. And I just started playing it, and the third one released, and that was just like, great timing. Like I didn't expect that. Not that I would ever make it there anyway, but we'll get more of that anyway, deeper down. But yeah, so I'm playing this game that's akin to Stardew Valley. It's more, it's got more callous humor. It's darker. As one could expect from being a graveyard keeper and centered around a graveyard in a town that's been, riddled with like witch hunting and all that stuff. Like the Inquisition is around, and it's that kind of setting, like medieval-ish. But yeah, so your first task with like very basic, hey, clean up the graveyard, clean it up, the cemetery,
Mow the grass.
boost it. Yeah, mow the grass, break up the rocks, whatever, repair the headstones, and then eventually like you're progressing beyond that. But that's when it started. Like in the beginning, it does a really good job of introducing the mechanics. Like, hey, here's the body. Do what you will with the body to boost its stats, because each body has like a negative and a positive stat, and you want the most positive. They're skulls. You want the most white skulls as possible, because when you bury it, that affects your overall score of your graveyard, because it has a score. It ties it all in with the church, which has a score as well, and the scores unlock certain progression. So it introduces you with the bodies, introduces you with the graveyard mechanic, and then eventually the church mechanic, and that's going to keep you busy. You meet NPCs in town, because the tutorial forces you to go to the town, to go to the bar, because you turn in burial certificates, because when you successfully bury a body, you get the burial certificate and you turn it in for cash. That's your main source of cash in the beginning. Yeah, that's just the beginning, dude. Like this, like supply chain. But anyway, so you go to town. And then at that point, it's very like hands off. Like you'll talk to NPCs. Every NPC is available on certain days, so you're just constantly waiting for days to burn out, where you can at least sleep through them if you have to, when you burn enough stamina. Because just like Stardew Valley, you have the stamina, health, and all that stuff to limit your actions during the day. So you're talking to NPCs, you're starting quests. They're very, like I said, hands off. You have to figure it out. I just went to the wiki. Like there's some things I'm just trying to get through. Because I wanted to enjoy the DLC, because the 2 DLCs that were out with the version I got were zombies. So this game in the beginning, it was just destroyed with negative reviews about how grindy it is.
Yeah.
And the zombies were meant to alleviate that. Like you can set them on task to go mine, and then have a zombie bring that resource back to your production table where you can use it. So it helps eliminate the constant wood cutting, the constant mining, resource gathering.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's supposed to cut it down. And then beyond that, the other DLC, you open up a tavern, which opened up. Oh my god! Like the zombies had like their own sort of tables to create the zombies and stuff like that, and enhance the zombies. Well, the tavern opened up like kegs, distilleries, winery.
What's your ale? Just like dead feet ale?
I don't.
Is that the name?
Dude,
of it?
I never made that far. I don't know. but just like it added like it quadrupled another production chain, right?
Okay.
And that's what this game. The tech tree is so deep, so you don't really from a person who plays these games, you kind of know where you need to be. Like, oh, I need to unlock the best smithing I can or wood cutting, stuff that's I do every time and multiply that so I get more resources out of what I'm doing.
Okay, I got
So
you.
the tech tree is a mess. There's just so much. And you're earning these points depending on what you do. Like say I chop a tree down, I'm gaining these red points that I can use to unlock, things in that tree that require red points. And then if I study something, it's blue points or purple, blue or purple. And if I plant or, do stuff like with nature, I'm getting green points. So you're earning all these points while you're doing your task to unlock through the tech tree. And dude, it is crazy. There's so much to like, especially as a new player
It's
and
like
you have all the
overwhelming.
DLC
Yeah,
in front of you. There's so much like to look at and to figure out.
it's got to be
Um,
overwhelming then.
it
Yeah,
is, dude. It is. And then once you unlock stuff,
yeah.
you just unlocked another production chain that you need to master. So like
Oh my god.
as example, like okay, I need planks, so I need to cut down, I need to cut a tree down, pick it up. You can't pick up multiple logs. So you have to pick up one log. You can kick logs to your table too.
Okay.
So you have to pick up a log, put it on your table, go to like the cutting board and process that into like a plank or actually into something before the plank. So you get that and then you bring that piece to the actual cutting table and you get a plank. So like right there for a plank, there's two different things and it just expands beyond that. Like don't get me started on like iron ore and gold ore and what's worse is like the alchemy table, which you need for, I mean, God, like creating stuff for like embalming and potions and all this other stuff. And then there's a table for like ink because there's a quest early on to ease you into the mechanics of writing, like collecting notes and stuff. Like create a flyer. Well, you need like human skin because when you get the body, you can like tear it apart. You can get human
What?
skin. Yeah, yeah. It's like I said, it's pretty morbid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So you collect the skin from the body. I mean, a dead body's not going to need it, right? But
Yeah.
you collect that. You go turn into like paper, like pigskin paper, and then you like clean paper or whatever. And then you have the paper, but now you need ink, which you need to like first you need to unlock it through the technology tree,
You can just
and
use
then you need
blood, right?
to
Come on.
yeah, and then you need to get the resources to make ink, which are locked behind other progressions in the tech tree. And so you can't even like before you get to the flyer, you're unlocking like 5 different things, including the tables to like, produce them on. Because this game's of like everything is like a table.
I
Like
mean, that
imagine
sounds
like
just like eco, man. Just
yeah, there's like a
overwhelming
million
with all your
workbenches, right?
yeah.
So I love the environment. I love the atmosphere. I love the art. I
Yeah.
love the initial like setting and like the tutorial and like okay, I can see what I can do with this. But as a new player starting from 0, dude, I had 2 zombies and like it was going to take me forever in game to get like the 10 to 20 zombies I need for like a full chain production with the tavern, with the basic resources, story writing because you can sell stories, things of that nature. So just to get to the point of the first DLC that was going to like lighten the load for you,
Yeah.
I couldn't even do it. Like I just couldn't do it. So I didn't even make it to the tavern because I saw all the production lines just to make beer and wine. So I was like, nope, that's not going to happen. And then the third DLC, I'm not like barely going to touch on it, but essentially there's like a refugee camp and you go and you offer your services to enhance it and upgrade it and help the people out. It looks really cool, looks fun. It's like a village simulator now. But to make it to that point successfully, like to be able to enjoy yourself, like who knows, like I think I told you this, but I put it like I felt like, oh man, I feel like I'm going nowhere, and that's with guides and stuff. Shout out to the Lost Noob .com. It's a cool like indie game guides website, and the person behind it has done games like Graveyard Keeper and a couple others. So shout out to them. I've been using that website, but like even with the guides, I was like, man, I feel like I've only put like 3 hours in, right? 3 to 4 hours. I put in over 12 hours. Like I'm like at 13 something, and I'm like I still feel like I just started the game. That's how like bogged down it is.
Oh wow, dude. That I won't even have time for that game. That's pretty wild. You really have to be
That's- yeah.
dedicated to it, man. Really have to be dedicated.
I was like, oh, I'm just gonna sit down, like, because Sam played this game. She got this game on sale for her Mac, way back in the day, like I would say like, almost a year ago, and she's like, oh, you're gonna play it? I'll play it right next to you, and she'd sit next to me and pop open her Mac, and we were both like, oh, like I was barely getting anywhere, but I was farther than she was, and she was feeling defeated already, and I was like, maybe it's time to just like throw
Just
in the
forget
towel.
it. Yeah, just forget it. Play a different game at that point.
Yeah. And then I got Rise of the Ruins. I was like, I'm dying, but I'm way happier.
Yeah. It's not like you put a bunch of effort in and nothing comes out, and you're just like, well, why the hell did I just spend all those hours?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
shout out to the ones who've like mastered that game, Graveyard Keeper, but when you unlock a certain tech tree in another workbench, and then like you use it to unlock another, or you go to like, okay, I can finally create this item now, but then it's locked behind like another like tech or like another workbench you have to make in conjunction. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Dude, that's the reason why I stopped Eco. Like I know you guys were all about that game, but it was just like that. How just like the grind was so real just to get certain things that just opens up more advancements that you have to reach and then master. And it's just like, oh, why do I want to do this?
Yeah, Eco is. I still want to play that game. I think me and Alan. I think if we learn it more and it would make it easier for everyone. But
if it's more co-op friendly, it sounds like if Graveyard Keeper, if you had more people playing with you, that you could like share responsibility,
like Stardew Valley, added multiplayer.
Yeah, it could be so much fun. Like you can really actually like rip through the game and have fun with it versus playing by yourself.
I'm all about like if it's a single player game, it's a single player game. Like
exactly. Yeah,
but Stardew Valley was super manageable alone. But like Graveyard Keeper, like I would actually want multiplayer to be like a feature from the get go, because those early comments, they were right. Like even now, even with the zombies, it is grindy as hell. And to bring it back, Eco now. I know they've been launching a lot of updates, and hopefully there's going to be like quality of life stuff in the future, because I want to go back to it.
Yeah,
it's a peaceful game.
I do too, as long as like multiplayer, we can like share responsibility instead of all three of us making a new house.
And not like the solo tutorial on a multiplayer map for all three people. But
and it will take forever. It just takes forever.
Yeah, that's what making that point. Like Eco is just as grindy, and we walked into that blind. We were just excited to like start a series. But yeah. Final thoughts on Graveyard Keeper. Don't do it. I respect the game.
The grind.
I respect the game. But if I wanted to grind, I would go back playing MMORPGs. And I'm not
play simple
alone.
MMO, right?
Yeah. If I want to grind,
join the clan.
That's what I'm doing. I'm playing simple MMO, man.
Yeah, grind it out there. Grind it out there. If you're gonna do a grind, do a grind where you can make it. Where the market is high.
And for those of you who play Graveyard Keeper and love the game,
respect.
You're my hero. Yeah, respect.
Just straight respect.
Yeah. Thank you for playing it, because the studio behind Graveyard Keeper did a good job eventually, and their newest DLC is proof of them improving the game and adding new mechanics that are exciting, even now. But yeah, dude, I'm sorry that it like took so long, but I've been holding it in.
You had all that pimped up emotion.
It was an experience, dude. I needed to tell you.
Yeah, you need to tell everyone, man. It's okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's all I got, man.
Yeah.
You got anything?
No, other than keep the grind up. We'll be doing this podcast all the time. We'll be live. Check us out some more. That's just main thing. Is I showing off the hat today on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw that. Looking beautiful.
Yeah, I took a photo mid podcast for you guys.
And we didn't even say, well, yes, I like pickles too.
Well,
unless that counts, right? I just said it.
Oh, you just did. There you go. I mean, we'll just say that my beautiful face is your face. You're welcome.
That's not me.
Yeah, that's okay. My beautiful face is his face, everyone.
Dude, remember before we leave? When your first articles, you used to say like back in the grind, like every time.
Back in the grind, baby. Because hey, all the games we play was all grind, man. It was all grind.
Like Deep Rock, yeah.
Like Deep
all those
Rock
games.
is all grind. Like I grinded that game, but that's like a fun grind. It's not like a going nowhere grind. It's like you're going places as you're grinding. It's a lot of fun.
Yep. But yeah, so as Brandon was saying, as I'm wearing his face apparently, be
I'm
sure
a
to
model.
check out.
Thank you very much. I get paid by the hour.
No, none of us get paid. But anyway,
couch cat model. If y'all were wondering,
visit the website at www.couchcatgaming.com. Be sure to check out everything we got going on there. We have links to the Discord. We have links to the YouTube channel. We have links to the podcast. If for some reason you're skirting around the website, which is fine. But yeah, check everything out. Check our social media out on Instagram and Twitter. Again, those links will be provided. And also, if you're just not visiting the website, all those links are provided in the podcast description. And be sure to, catch the next episode wherever you listen to podcasts. And we thank you for listening like always. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
See you
if you're
next
not
time.
on the Discord, you better be. You better get on the Discord.
Oh my God. Like, all right, when I say see you next time, you threaten the audience.
Yeah. Get on Discord.
Okay.
No, Discord's fun. It's just how I'm able to talk to all you who listen to us, and we have a good time. We have a good community, and we're looking at maybe doing an ugly sweater contest.
Oh boy.
Just saying, holidays coming up. Ugly sweater could be any themed. So
Oh yeah. I'm down. I'm sure others
Yeah.
are too.
definitely.
But yeah, like Brandon was saying, okay, I'll pause the see you next time, but the Discord's popping. We've been streaming Phasmophobia like usual, War of Warships. Grounded has been the latest game we've been streaming, and we've actually had community members such as Burnt Potato play with us. So you be like Burnt Potato, play with us. But yeah, see you next time. Right?
See ya, guys. This time, it's final.
All right, peace.
Peace.